Welcome back to day 3 of the Learn You a Game Jam. Game Jam? Wait, was that what it was called? Learn You a Game Jam. Yeah, that is what it's called. Don't know why it didn't sound right in my head. We have the basic movement setup, so we can actually try this out. Make sure it's capturing. Okay, left. Now I'm holding left, and now I press up. Okay, so I'm holding both left and up, but because up was the last thing I pressed, he's now going up. Now if I press right, it's going right. Now if I let go of right, he goes back to up. The point being, he's always going in the direction, out of all the keys that I'm holding, he's always going in the direction that was most recently pressed. Okay, let's have a look at the code again. So this took me quite a while after the last stream, to mess around with until I got it right. Seems to be better, so I have this action timer, and I realize this is probably good to have because this action timer, not only can it be used to stop me from doing actions while I'm moving, but it can be used globally across the map. So you can't do stuff while an enemy is doing their turn and so on, because it's not a simultaneous movement turn game. Well, it's just not meant to be. So we've got action timer. So we have this thing called movement queue. Basically, we just put all the buttons that are held into the queue, and if it's pressed, we pop that left or whatever into the queue, and if it's released, we pop those out of the queue. All right, so that's basically just keeping track of what the most recent button was pressed. Now, if we're not busy, is busy means the action timer is playing. There's probably a better way of phrasing that. We go to this subroutine. So I've now done this as a subroutine instead of handling it in input. The reason being, at the end of this, we can actually call the subroutine again. So it creates an event where when we arrive at our destination, we then call it again to see if we're still holding buttons, and then do the action again. That way you can hold left, up, down, or right, and keep going in that direction. All right. So we've locked it. I really don't like using this is busy thing. There might be a better way of doing this, using a singleton or something, as somebody suggested. So we update the movement. So here we've got a subroutine where it's not a subroutine, it's just a function where we basically do the movement according to the direction. Yes, straightforward. So if it's a different animation, then we play the new animation. We do the tween as before. Okay, but here's the key thing. So we have tween.connect. So when it's finished, we will call onTween finished. This is a cleanup routine, basically. So we stop the animation. We're no longer busy. Now, if there's still movement in the movement queue, then we go back to handling movement. Otherwise, we start the action timer. Wait, why did I start the action timer? No. I'm not sure that I'm even using this action timer correctly. Let me remind myself what the point of this action timer was. I shouldn't be using the action timer and is busy. The point of the action timer was to block. No, hang on. I can't remember. I think when I introduced this, I thought I was going to replace is busy with this. Now that I think about it, this timer is not quite what we need. Ultimately, what we want is some global lock on level, which locks anyone from doing actions until the lock is released. But for now, we'll just stick with is busy, so we don't need this. Can we just comment it out? So if I just take that. Where else did I do stuff with action timer? Will this still work now? Okay. Should we just delete the action timer then? I had an idea for this and now I don't think that timer is actually relevant. Okay, get rid of that. Okay. So, what next? Should we kind of want to rename this is busy to like action lock, so that because it will not just movement but all actions. How do we refactor? Do I have to do the Control D thing? Well, I'd rather just right click and click refactor. That's fewer clicks. Okay, fine. Okay. So we'll call it action lock. And even if I mash all the buttons and kind of hold a bunch down, doesn't cause any problems. Okay, that's good. It's a bit slow. Should we speed it up a bit? Double it to 8. Well, why does the animation speed up? The animation's supposed to go at a fixed speed. I'm not doing anything with the animation. I just say play. The tween should only be tweening the position. And movement speed affects that. And then when the tween's finished, we stop the animation. Why? Why would the... So if I go slower, will that slow down the animation? Go even slower. Okay. I think it's because... So we go, let's say 6. I think it's because the animation finishes really quickly. But we wanted to pause it, not restart it. So we should be saying... This should be... Oh, stop. No. We wanted pause, didn't we? Oh, there we go. Look at that. So even if we speed it up, the animation stays at the same... Let's go for 12. I mean, logically, if he's faster, then you would see the animation go faster, but it looks a bit bad when you speed it up. So this, yeah, I like this. We'll stick it at 8, I think. That's nice and comfortable. Okay. So now what? I suppose we can think about the inventory slot. So I've got some artwork here that I can use from Game Dev Market. It's all like medieval weaponry. I didn't actually want that. I would have rather had like... Still don't know what kind of theme I want, if it will even be themed. I don't know. I think I want it to be a bit more modern, like maybe kind of like a... Maybe like a sort of like a modern Hitman type game where you're... running around office buildings, killing people. I don't know. The emphasis is on the inventory. Could be a puzzle game. But then I have to think of puzzles. What puzzles can I think of? Key which opens a door. It's the most basic one. No. The thing about puzzle games is you have to spend more time thinking about the actual individual puzzles, and that's... I don't think I can do that in 2 weeks, or even 12 days, 11 days. We'll go back to some sort of tactics thing. So inventory. So how would I make one of these? So let's say we have an inventory system and we could pick up one of these items. The funny thing about the bow is it would be useless because you wouldn't be able to carry ammo, or you wouldn't be able to carry arrows because you only have one inventory slot. Select an axe. So we need a HUD element here, don't we? We need a... So what did we do before? We created a canvas node. So create a new scene. Hang on. Do you want a new scene? Yes, new scene. And we want a canvas layer. And then, so, is this supposed to be like the screen? Should I go back to that tutorial? It did actually kind of explain how to make the basic canvas. It's supposed to be 4.2. Oh yeah. There we go. So we create a canvas layer called HUD. Yeah, we'll use the same name. create those things. We don't need those right now. But we do need to update the inventory, don't we? So well, we can create a start game button at the very least. We don't need these other things. So we're on a button. Start game. And then it's called start button. And then okay, well we can choose how we want it to. Start button, and then where's the... Oh, that's the text. Okay, start. And we can... just put it in the center, maybe. Huh. Alright, put it in the center. Doesn't really matter what we set it to. So this will just be in the middle of the screen, will it? Well, that's not what we're trying to start right now. Can we... How do we just start the HUD? Project. How did we Okay, it'll say in the tutorial somewhere. Signal start game, that's what we want. But yeah, main node is something we'll need as well. Can we get rid of these comments? I know what Ready does now. I'd rather not have them. Can we... Alright, Okay, we don't need to do game over right now. This is what we need. So when start button is pressed, hide the start buttons and then start the game. Sure. HUD to main. Go back to the main. Oh, we don't have a main. Should we be creating a main now? Yeah, let's just create a main. So I think it's just literally you just create a node called main. I see. And you put those as instances. Main. So we want this level, and we want the HUD. But because the camera is following him, do we not want... Let me see. But oh, have HUD canvas follow camera. Is that what you do, or? It's not, because we've got the camera now, so Why is this taking so long? It's the HUD start game. So HUD start game connects to main. For now, we don't need to do anything. Just have it there. Okay, that's roughly what I want, but what about... What do I do about this camera thing? So there's a camera attached to player, but we don't... We don't exactly want the canvas to be child of player, do we? Doesn't make sense. Why doesn't this open? Make your HUD a child of the main camera. But is that actually what we want? I guess for now we can do that. Alright, let's try that then. So in main, got so we can't see the children in this tree. Is that? Okay, editable children. So we want HUD like that. There. but I don't know, something seems a bit weird about this. Also, okay, so why is this not appearing? What are these handles? What does this mean? Are we doing this? No, this doesn't make sense. Follow viewport enable. There's a property on the canvas item called follow viewport enable. Maybe that's the way to do it. Follow viewpoint. Okay, can we not have this as a... I don't understand. Oh, you're not supposed to. No, that's it's a rectangle. So it's visible. I don't know. This is my problem, basically, right? What's the issue? He's got hard camera, so these are all. Can we walk down to that start button? No. Okay, go back to non-editable children, because maybe that's messing things up. So we want that to be followable. Oh, I know what the problem is. We're not... Main is not our... Main is not the game we're loading. We're loading level. How do we... Change type, save branches. How do we make main the main now? I don't remember. That should... There should be a button right here somewhere. Run project. Run current scene. Scene. Okay, run specific scene. Main. Okay, that's a start. Why is it not following the viewport? Oh, for goodness sake, how do I make it? I have to look at the tutorial again. Click play the project. You'll be asked to select the main scene. What if I'm not asked? Right-click main in the file system dock. Set as main scene. Thank you. You'd have thought there'd be a button up here for that. Okay. Main. Set as main scene. Okay, so now we should be able to... How do I move this? This is 0, 0. I want... No, what do I want? I just want it to be in the center of the screen. I think the problem is you wouldn't normally have hard... Well, no. Alright, we wouldn't really have a start button. We would actually have... I can disable that for now. We would actually have inventory. So it'd be... just like an image. panel? No, these are like... Yeah, we're not using these. It would just be an image, wouldn't it? Well... I don't know. I think we should look up an inventory system and see how they've done it and copy that in. Regardless, though, it would be an element of HUD, and we want the HUD to follow the player. I don't know how to do that. Right now, it's like static, as if that was our screen. And if you were to start the level, then the camera would move to him, but it's not. Come on, this can't be that complicated. Gotta have HUD stay in viewport as camera moves about, like with the... Create a canvas layer node as a child to your node. And add your HUD as a child to that. What? So HUD is... HUD itself is a... What? Okay, we'll try what they've said. I don't understand why that should work. And so we create canvas layer and then put HUD after canvas layer. No. Well, I didn't do it. Do we want it to be... Okay, so let's... do you want it to be a child of level? That might make sense a bit, but... No. Because we want it to... What was the point of this answer? I don't understand. You should use a canvas layer node and put your HUD nodes as a child of the canvas layer node. Buttons, yeah. Okay, I want it to be on the screen. Is that... Okay, this is all nice and everything. How do I get it on screen to begin with? Put a canvas layer. Player, camera, UI. What? Okay, well that's not how I'm doing it, but use a canvas layer to place all your UI. It's good practice in Godot. Yes, everyone keeps saying that, but where do you... Oh. No real explanation. Canvas item. Wait, canvas item or canvas layer? He said canvas layer. Canvas... What is canvas item? Hang on. Are there two different things here? Canvas item? I can't open canvas item. No, because it's got to be on canvas layer. Not an... Place your UI as a child of a canvas layer node. For God's sake. Nobody's actually answering the question. They're just... Do I don't think HUD is supposed... Should HUD be a canvas... So UI... What node is UI? Child of a canvas layer node. So HUD shouldn't be a canvas layer itself. How to make a HUD. They said to make a canvas layer named HUD. And I've ticked enable follow viewport. What if I disable that again? What? So when you click, what? So when you click follow viewport, enable, it doesn't follow viewport, and when you disable it, it does? So it's disabled, right? Follow viewport. What is the... If enabled, the canvas layer will use the viewport's transform, so it will move when the camera moves instead of being anchored in a fixed position on the screen. Oh. Half understand, but what? So we shouldn't tick that for it to be static. Okay. So I want that to be in the center. This one could just leave it as okay. Now okay. All right, fine. How do I All right, so if we go to HUD view, oh, we're disabling that. HUD. Wait, why was that? Okay. What? Why is HUD not visible? Oh, it is. It's down there. So how do we actually put it in the center of the screen? Don't know, I'm just pressing a bunch of buttons now. It's not in the center. How do I make it in the center? Is it offset? Transform. It's supposed to have a transform. So that should be disabled. Oh, that's still there. I thought I'd removed that. There we go. Okay. Got a HUD. All right, so what I want on the HUD is, I guess, an inventory slot at the top here. All right, so I installed something earlier I wanted to take a look at. Example, add-ons. apparently I didn't. Let's see. So I wanted to look for like an inventory system. So we got these. No, that looks good. But I want to discard most of that and just have one slot floating. Should we just download this and see? Configure asset before installing. Okay. Oh man, this is big. It's a bit too much. We just really need a Hello, Captain Anosa. Some extensions need the edits to restart to take effect. Sure, okay. Alright. Let's see. Alright, thanks for stopping by. I mean, I can show you what I've got so far. Let's just play this. There. I can finally move about as I wanted to. If I hold, let's say, okay, I'm holding down. Now, if I hold right, he starts moving right, even though I'm still holding down. And now if I hold up, he'll start moving up. If I let go of up, he'll carry on going right. So it's basically he's going whatever the last key you held down was, because that seems natural to me. It took, oh man, it took forever to get that to work properly, because it just kept going around in circles, creating new issues. But that's basically how I want him to move, so that's sorted out. Because that's what I would normally expect if I'm pressing left and then I kind of roll my hand onto down before letting go of left. So, yeah. Yeah, it's working now. So I'm basically trying to just, oops, add a, I guess some sort of inventory screen, but it's going to be one slot. So it'll just be like on the canvas above me. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Downloaded this inventory system, but it looks like overkill. Just want to get some ideas from it. Alright, what do I do with this? It looks like this is like a full... Oh god. It's a full implementation, but it's probably way more than I need, because if I've just got one... Alright, you know what? Let's scrap this. Let's just make something from scratch, because it would actually be more work to try to whittle this down to what I want than it would be to just write a new inventory system. All right. I'll just delete it. But yeah, it's a huge. It's taking up a huge amount of space as well. Yeah, I mean, it's in. Am I? Whatever. Okay, I can't delete it right now. Oh, all right. So inventory. I suppose. Okay. We can have like a. Like literally just a square. Can I do that? What have we got? So, okay, this is not visible on stream right now, so I'm looking in the control. Wait, so we've got canvas item, we've got node 2Ds, and we've got control, containers. Do I want a container? No, I don't think so. Color rectangle. Should just go with that for now. Just make it stand out a bit. So we want it maybe there. How do I move it down without dragging it? Okay, you can press down literally. Okay. Let's put it like there. So if I... This is basically a placeholder for where inventory will be. Alright. So we've got some art we can use, like we could have like, I don't know, one of these things, like we got an axe. So if I had an axe, what would you even do with that? How do we... Okay, looks like we have inventory, even though we don't. Just an image of an axe. Okay, well, that's basically a placeholder for where it'll be. So what do we actually want to do? We want to go have a... It would have to be some sort of container, or I don't know, node. Just node. Just make a node 2D. What is this thing right now? This axe thing right now. What type of thing is that? It's sprite 2D. Yeah, okay, well, that's not... Okay, fine. So, I suppose we want an inventory, which will be a node. So let's just say add a child node, which will be the inventory. And this can be the inventory item sprite, the one item sprite. And if it's empty, it would just show like a empty sprite, which I'll have to, maybe I can make that after the stream, just like an empty rectangle or something. Yeah, all right, so no. What I want to do now? Actually pick up an item from the ground and put it in my inventory? I mean, the code for the inventory is gonna... I'm not going to be going on that much longer today. Maybe a short stream. But for this to actually do anything, we'd actually have to have a need to interact the inventory. So what is our manner of getting stuff into the inventory? Because it's, you can't just take stuff from, like, you don't have stuff, because if you had stuff, it would be in your inventory, right? So we'd have to find stuff on the ground, or you could, like, I don't know, play a card. Like if you had a hand of cards and there's a card which adds something to your inventory. Do I want to make this into a deck builder game? That would be quite cool. That would be a bit complex though. Let's not do that. Okay. In that case, we would need these items to... be on the ground. So, items. We need a database of items and their corresponding sprites, don't we? Because if you find an item, the game needs to know what sprite to assign to it, and So what if we have an item on the floor? And we touch it, and that whatever the code says, whatever the sprite of that item is, just copy it into the inventory slot. Let's try and do that. Maybe that's a good start. And then we can figure out what the heck we actually do with this. So we would need an item. Pause error class character inventory system hides a global script class. Class character inventory system. Oh, go get rid of the inventory system. I don't want it anymore. I can't close it because it's someone's using it. Can I still run the game? Can, yeah. Alright. So in the level we have, I suppose we make an item. And we want a sprite, I suppose. Sprite will be... Are we just gonna stick with that axe? Okay, we'll have the see-through one. So... Right, we'll have it at this... We'll put it at, I don't know, vector 2, like, let's put it at 3, 3. Okay. And then like with the, I don't like how this tab says level. Like, where is the thing which tells us what script this is? There's no name for this script. That's confusing me. Alright, so in the player script, it's gonna be... Just copy that. We need tile map. So it will go to 3, 3. Scale? It's gonna be huge, isn't it? Okay. So starting... Okay. We, scale it down to the size of one of these cells. How do I... Right. I want to make it exactly... This isn't exact, is it? 125? That might be right. Alright, so if we run this, it's in that space. There. It's too big, isn't it? Actually, we can do this at the code level. So we say scale, scale equals I wanna not. Self dot sprite self dot. Am I doing this right? How do I... Should I just write this? Sprite2d dot get get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. The size. Current. Right, let's figure this out. The current width equals sprite2d dot get wrecked dot size. So that gets a vec. Or just the max. That. Print current width. Alright, this will tell us how big the image currently is. Alright. size. Size what? Size? Well, it's not a method. Max. Oh, because size is a vector. Do we want... Alright, sprite size equals that. Alright. Max width equals sprite. So it's gonna be max of sprite size dot x sprite size dot y, just the widest size. All right, print that, and then just scale that down until it fits the tile width. $256. Okay, so we want to scale that. So scale equals, it's going to be 1. So currently it's 1. We want to multiply it by scale multiply, but it might not start at 1, but let's whatever it is, we multiply it by tile map dot tile map dot who's using this? Grid size. Who's using grid size? Nobody is. Okay, it's not tile map we want, it's yeah, it is tile map. So tile map do we just use size dot size dot like how do we okay, so in the player, let me have a look at this tile map. Map to local. Right, so this is tile map, right? What methods do we have? Collision animatable. All right, can we just get the size of a tile? I just wanna know how big a tile is. Tile set. Tile size. Tile set dot tile size. Tile map dot tile set dot tile size. Guess that's a vector. So we're gonna take the x value, divide it by this max width. All right, let's have a look. Is that it there? It's tiny. What the f... I've got to log all these things. Print. So print max width. The tile size. Does it not just put a space between them? Alright, it's 16 and 256. If I'm 256 and the tile is 16, then I want to multiply by 16 over 256, which is 1 over 16. So... Scale... Oh, scale is a... Oh, I see. This is the sprite, the original sprite. It's talking about the original sprite, not the transformed position. We want... Scale is... So it should be scale equal to that. Because if I mess around with the scale here... Scale with value type floats. Can we just... Oh, we could probably just do... Vector to 1. Yeah. Why is it so small? Scale is 1 in 16. Isn't that correct? 0.0625. One in 16. 0.0625. That's quite small, but stand this. Why? Could have set it to 1 then. Okay, so it's really big. 2, 5. The texture is 256 by 256. Scale is 1, so is that 256 by 256? Alright, whatever. Is it actually in a grid? We can't see because I've got to redo these grid cells so I can actually see grid lines. Seems about right. But why is it that... Why aren't I allowed to change these things? Because I was expecting that if I do scale equals, then it doesn't matter what scale I've set it outside in the editor. It will just replace that with this. So... Sprite size... Oh! Get wrecked is taking the current size... So it would actually be... Oh my god. So it would actually be this. Okay, do this then. I don't know if it's positioned right, but I think it's good enough for now. We put this after there. Okay. Invalid get index sizes. Size. Where did that come from? I think I accidentally typed an S. Okay. So, how would we pick up the item? How would we even detect that we're on the same cell? So we don't want to use collision, because it's just inefficient. Like, if there's an item in that cell and we're in that cell, we have the coordinates of these things, so it should be obvious, right? So we need the tile map, or hang on. All right. So maybe we need the level to actually have a map of what's in each cell. And because we're only dealing with items right now, we can just kind of simplify it. Just say so it's going to be like a hash map from Is it safe to use vectors as coordinates like in this way? Probably. So we want to add our item to the level's item map. So we want to say just map it to this item, right? Why can't I? Does it get parent? I can't remember when you're allowed to use this $sign thing. Okay, get parent. So when we arrive at a cell with an item, let's try and print a logging statement to show that we know. So handle movement. After we do this, let's just check. If position in of so in get parent dot item map print found item. Item map on base callable. Get parent, whoops. Non-existent function item map. Oh, for goodness sake. You know what? We don't want position. Grid position, of course. Grid is the integer variant. Did we do that for the item as well? It said it 3 times. Where did it say it? There, it said it when we're standing here. That's where it thinks the item is. We've probably got the grid positioning wrong for the item. Okay, at least we've been able to flag finding an item. Can we then just update the HUD? Let me say what do? We want to call we want to have a method here that causes us to get picked up. So we want to copy the sprite to the HUD, basically. That's a bit of a hack. Eventually it'll be done using like data IDs. So if we pass the ID to the HUD will know which item sprite to show on the top. So we can say Okay, let's say the player has a reference to... Well... We're gonna have to make these children editable. Let's just do that. So we need the HUD to be visible here. Just HUD. So we do HUD dot inventory dot item sprite equals well, no, this is we shouldn't be doing this logic here. Instead, we should just be doing hard dot add item and we want to give the sprite of the item for now. Or just the item itself, I don't know. So in HUD, for now we just basically update the sprite. So items sprite equals item dot sprite. Does this even make sense? But we're trying to say inventory item sprite equals inventory that should be start again. dot texture. Do you want to update its texture? Texture equals the item dot item sprite. No, it's called sprite 2D. These names are not sensible. Dot texture. Does this make any sense? You're supposed to... Oh, you can... Is that how you do it? I don't get these file access thingies. And of course it crashes. Add item in base null instance on a nice null instance. I can't find the HUD. Do we need... So we need to hook that up, right? Just say HUD equals get index texture on base sprite 2D. Sprite. Sprite 2D. Texture gets us a texture 2D. You can't just set it, can you? Set texture. It does have setters and getters. Cannot call non-static function get texture sprite class. Oh, this is the... Invalid get index texture on this. How is it so hard to just take a texture from the item and put it on the HUD? Invalid get index texture on base sprite 2D. There's no... I don't like this. Okay. Where's the item? This is the item. Can we name it? God, alright, we don't need to name it though. Scope max size. Let's just say func get texture return texture, right? And then here we just do item dot get texture. I keep covering the window with my game. Oh my god! It did it! So just to make this a bit clearer, let me get rid of that stupid thing now. Clear. There we go. Empty inventory. One last thing. Can we destroy the item? How do you destroy an item? So the player should tell the item to be destroyed, because... how do you destroy an item? Just call delete on it? Can you just call destroy? Oh, that you can. Delete. Is there no delete? Can you... The debugger is so... Okay. Expected end of start expression. Found identify instead. Item.destroy. So this is... Let me just Google this. Auto how to destroy a node. Oh yeah, if it's Q3 of course. Not delete. That's the Python thing. So it's gonna be .q3. We need to remove it from the table as well, but... Attempt to call get texture in bit. Yeah, so now it's still in the table, but we're getting there. Player... Get parent dot item map dot remove. Like that. Let's just remove. So if we walk over it once. What is it then? Why don't you tell me, IDE? What's the point in you? It doesn't give me the methods when I try to write stuff. Item map dot... Oh god. Dot what? Erasing elements while iterating of dictionaries. Okay, how do you... That's fine. How do you erase an element? What? Why do they say erasing this and they don't even tell us how to erase... Oh, okay. Here, this is what I want to see. Dot clear. No, not clear. Erase. Oh, it's the word erase. No. Oh, yeah. Erase. Okay. So we just, that item gets destroyed. The sprite has been copied into our HUD, but interesting. It's a bit bigger as well. Where are the handles to resize it? Come on. Oh, there we go. Let's try that. Pixel perfect. Alright, the other thing is let's just hide the start button. I said hide the start button. Visibility. Is that not just disabled? There we go. Visibility is for this viewing. Oh, I get it. No! It's disabled. Why is it still showing? What? do I make it go away? Oh, disabled means grayed out. No, I don't want disabled. I want... How do you hide something? Toggle visible. I thought that would hide it. Even in the game. Is it because we're messing around with this now? Fine, we have a star button we can't seem to get rid of. Okay. Well, I think that's a good finishing point for today. We've, in theory, picked up an item and moved some of its properties to our inventory. The inventory slot. So how do we... This is very hacky though. So really inventory should be probably a property of the level. And it has methods which update the HUD. And the item thing can be refined. So create an item class which has a sprite. The sprite should also be scaled properly to fit in the HUD. Yeah. That's good. I don't like the placement of this axe. Why is it... Seems to pick it up there. So we'd expect it to be at our feet. I'll need to change these tile maps so we can actually see the grid lines. Can we not just draw grid lines by the tile map? That would be really nice. Like if there was just a button to show grid lines. Let's Google this. No, but this is asking about the viewing window. Or is this Unity? Whatever, we'll figure that out next time. You'd have thought that'd be an option. Add another tile map with the same sprite and every... Why would that help? Okay, whatever. All right. That's enough for the day. Okay. Let's see if anyone else is doing the game jam right now. I think Captain Kodo himself was actually streaming just before I started. Oh, Captain Onosa? Hang on. Is he still... Alright, Captain Onosa.